She sat alone in the small, dimly lit room, her heart heavy with a weight she couldn't bear. The quiet was deafening, broken only by the sound of her own sobs. In her trembling hands, she held a glass vase, its smooth surface reflecting the dim light. "This was me," she whispered. "Whole, beautiful, and full of life." But now, she gripped the vase tightly, her knuckles white. With a sudden cry, she hurled it to the ground. The vase shattered, fragments scattering in every direction, glinting like fallen stars on the floor. "That's me now," she said, her voice breaking. Laying in a million pieces, broken beyond repair. Tears streamed down her face as she collapsed to her knees, unable to pick up even one shard of what once was. It was then that she felt a presence. She looked up and saw him standing there, gentle, strong, his eyes full of compassion that seemed to see every fracture in her soul.
"I see you,
Jesus said softly, stepping closer.
and I see your pain.
"Don't you understand?" she cried. "I'm broken. Irreparably broken. Look." She pointed to the shattered pieces of the vase. "That's me. There's no fixing this. No fixing me." Jesus knelt beside her, his hand outstretched toward hers.
"Come with me."
He said gently. Hesitantly, she placed her trembling hand in his. He lifted her to her feet and led her toward a staircase that seemed to appear out of nowhere. The steps were radiant, glowing softly, beckoning her upward. As they ascended, Jesus began to speak.
"Let me tell you a story."
He said gently. She listened, her heart heavy but curious.
There was once a master craftsman who created a beautiful glasswork. It was flawless, radiant, reflecting the light in all its colors. One day, it fell and shattered into countless pieces. Those who saw it wept, believing it was ruined forever. But the craftsman did not despair. He knelt among the shards, carefully gathering each one. He saw not just brokenness, but potential. Piece by piece, he began to create something new. The process was slow and painstaking, for each fragment had to be placed with care. He didn't simply restore the glasswork to its former state. Instead, he used the pieces to craft something entirely new, a mosaic, intricate and breathtaking. The light shone through it, scattering colors in ways that the original piece never could. What had been shattered became a masterpiece.
They reached the top of the staircase, and Jesus turned to her.
"You see, brokenness is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of something new."
He held out his hands, and in them was a gift. She gasped as she saw it, a stunning glass figurine, angelic and radiant. Every detail was perfect, each curve and edge a testament to the craftsman's skill.
"This is for you."
Jesus said, his voice warm with love.
Yes, you were that vase, and you were beautiful. But now you've been transformed. You'll never be the same as you were before, but you will be more beautiful than ever. I specialize in taking what is broken and creating a masterpiece.
Her tears flowed freely as she reached out to take the gift. As she held it, she felt a peace she hadn't known in years. The weight on her heart began to lift, replaced by hope. "Thank you," she whispered. Jesus smiled.
You are never beyond repair. You are loved, cherished, and made new.
The room filled with light as he spoke, and she felt it, not just around her, but within her. A light that would guide her, even in the darkest of nights. She looked at the shattered pieces of the vase on the floor one last time and realized they no longer defined her. She was something new, and she was ready to live again.